Okay, so I'm doing a follow-up to my video, Virginia, moving forward, a plan for all states to fight tyranny. Latest developments are very interesting, so let's go to that. Northam declares state of emergency as militias prepare to march on Richmond. The Dave Hodges show was reporting a month ago that there was going to be checkpoints all around the state where ex-military contractors and or maybe even state police, or a combination of both, would be working checkpoints to seize firearms. And at the time I thought, how are they going to do that? They haven't even passed a single law against any of the firearms, so how could they be seizing them? So under emergency powers, I believe that that's how they could do it. And so a month ago, it was like, wow, I guess we're just going to have to see if that's going to happen. And here, Northam has just declared the state of emergency. That's going to allow him to do just about anything he wants because emergency powers are pretty broad. So what you need to know about is this video. Virginia gun grab, part 1, UN's troops scenario. This guy, security guy 42, ex-military, and he has contacts in the got military friends, contacts, and they're giving them information similar to what the Dave Hodges show was reporting on, and that was talking about a big plot. So basically, that Virginia, it should be obvious to everybody that Governor Northam is trolling the right wing, and he's looking for a reaction. And so if you go to that video, the Virginia gun grab, watch that.
I fully expect.
Watch this one. It ain't gonna come up. I have to refresh it because there's 3 parts on this video, and they're very, very, very good information and stuff to be aware of. Now, some of it may not happen, none of it might not happen, but if it does come to pass, you want to be aware of it so you know what's going on. So it's called My Internet is Screwy. Okay. Virginia gun grab, part 1, UN troop scenario. Then see his other videos. Yeah. His other videos is Virginia gun grab, part 2, a UN invasion scenario.
Welcome to one of the few militia.
And Virginia gun grab, part 3, people welcome the UN. And so in that, he lays out the whole scenario, how the UN can be, all they got to do is create chaos, and it doesn't matter who starts shooting first, whether it's the militias, which they won't, or Antifa dressed up like militias, which probably will. That's why these groups exist. All you have to do is create the chaos, and then you can bring the UN in, get people shooting at each other. And simultaneously, I'm in the state of Washington. We have very similar laws coming down the pike, just like Virginia, and we're not the only state. They actually put on the ballot the last time we voted, which was only November, for expanded emergency powers, and somebody on my Facebook mentioned those, and I said, hey, remember when the stupid citizens of Washington voted more power to the government with those emergency powers? I go, I don't think that was a coincidence. So if they can get this kicked off in Virginia, they can bring it to every state. And while I'm at it, this Carlos Andreas Diaz. What I don't get is the cops say there was one gunner. This is the Walmart shooting. Victim says they saw at least 3 for sure, and clearly you can see 2 shooters here. It was at whatever Vista Mall outside Dillard's. So that's the guy on the left. He's the guy with the khaki pants that they have on camera coming in with the gun. And over right next to him is some other dude with an AR-15 peering in through his sights at the store. So what's going on there? Back to what I say, that a lot of these shootings are fishy, in the least screwy, and need to be investigated, because we are where we are because of these mass shootings. So if Governor Northam is trying to troll the right wing into some kind of a reaction that they can take UN action on, then it all points to the deep state causing these shootings. And if you think that's hokey, well, back in 2012, the NDAA that they passed got rid of a law that prohibited propaganda from being directed at the American people. So ever since then, we've had some really fishy shootings. So back to my point about what's going on. Northam declares state emergency, and now he can do all the stuff that Northam, that Dave Hodges was predicting, and this guy, Security Guy 42. So now it's all very possible. It's all very plausible with the state of emergency. Now, what I think the gun rights group should do with the on the 20th rally that they're planning, I think they should cancel it, completely cancel that. They should let the Virginia Gun Owners Defense League, or whatever their name is, they should let them go with their group and lobby the Congress people and the senators from the Virginia Capitol. And back to my original video here, Virginia moving forward a plan for all states to fight tyranny. What I predict, what I said should be done in here is the county governments should oppose the state government by vote, which they have done. They passed resolutions. They made Second Amendment sanctuaries, and one county was taking memberships for militia. And what they should be doing is drafting some sort of a declaration to hand to the governor, whereby stating that they're not going to enforce those laws, and that's just it. And if the governor wants to move against them, or if they try to enforce those laws in those counties, they will have those agents of the central government arrested, and they'll put them in jail. And it all coincides with consequences for the governor trying to force the tyranny of the majority on the counties, and that would be to send the militia to the Capitol, capture the governor and the state legislatures that are violating their oaths of office, put them on trial for treason against the people and the Constitution. And if you have a big war that it would require to do this, you're going to have a lot of hard feelings. You're going to have a lot of family members killed, innocent people killed, and somebody has to pay for that. And so I said that they could put them on trial and execute them if they needed, and they probably would have to. Now, the militias should not go. What they should be doing, all those militia groups that were planning to travel to the Capitol for the 2020, they should reschedule that meeting in that county that started the militia, and they should start working on what I say should be done in this video, and they should work on that, as soon as possible, because going to the Capitol, it's a trap. Apparently, it looks like a trap, and they're just going to waste their time. The governor has basically uninvited all the people that were going to show up there and give their voice to the pro-gun effort with his state of emergency. So he's uninvited them. That's very undemocratic. So what they should do is forget going there. Let the citizens, Virginia Defense League, go and do their lobbying, and the militias and everybody else, all the gun owners, should get their counties together and send representatives to a convention in the one county that, and I don't know their name, but offhand, the one county that started a militia, and then all the other counties should starting their militias, and they should get serious about this, because for all we know, this is a huge plot to take the country down. The communists, back in the day, back in the glory days of the communism, they had a thing where they would agitate their opposition, bring them into the streets so they can eliminate them, and that's exactly what I think that we're seeing here. They want to cause some sort of a war. Then they'll bring in the UN, because the UN has heavy equipment, machine guns, everything you need to take down a country, and they did it before in 1962 in Katanga. Look up Katanga on YouTube, the UN betrayal. And so they can do it all here, and it really looks like they're going to do it. So I don't think the militias and all the patriots, they shouldn't be going to Richmond. They should have their own little meeting and start making their plans. Stop reacting to what the governor's doing, because he's doing nothing but trolling people, and start making your own plans and let their governor react to that. So that's my advice. I hope the people watching this can get this video out to the people that are making decisions about this, because we don't have much time. The 20th is coming up. As a side note, if you have a firearm that's say on order and it's being shipped to you this week, you better hope that you get it, pay your money, and get your background checked before anything goes down on the 20th, because you can look for the feds to shut down the whole instant check system, just as part of hey, there's something going on and we got to shut down the system. So if you got a gun coming in, I hope you get it. Spread the news, spread this far and wide, and get it to any government people in the counties in Virginia. Oh, and one last thing, if you haven't heard, West Virginia has put forth a resolution that they will accept the counties in rebellion to Northam into West Virginia. So that's an offer on the table. But Northam hasn't even addressed that, so he's pretty much going to ignore that. I don't think that they can let those counties go unless Northam agrees to it. So that's kind of a good thing that the state of West Virginia did, because it's basically a peace plan, and you watch Northam reject it. So that's that for this video. Over and out.